Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna make a new terrarium or rehouse one of my corn snakes with this little guy. He's around half a year old and his name is Jagatai because when we got him he was very fast to get away from you when you went to take him out. But he's actually become pretty calm now. We had him for 3 months now, me and my wife. And he's gonna be rehoused because he's living in this terrarium with his sister, that is Elizabeth. She's up there in here, and she's just also a normal corn snake or tesserae morph. And they need to be separated because at some point they gonna be too big for this terrarium, so they're gonna be rehoused in this terrarium, which I just bought off the second-hand market. Well, I start cleaning it with some wet wipes. Just start cleaning the sides and the top with some wet wipes. Then I shoveled everything out because there was around 3 centimeters of dirt in it. And then I vacuumed everything. Wherever there could be dust or dirt, I vacuumed it. And then I start to just remove everything with some wet wipes. Now after I clean everything out with some mineral spirit, I've taken and used my wife's homemade cleaning solution with both vinegar, cleaning soap, water and some other stuff she never told me about because she wants to be her secret, to make sure it's sterile. And then I'm using cleaning alcohol to make sure there's no soap or anything on the terrarium that the snake doesn't like or could get sick of. Normally, if this was a terrarium for plants or just plants, making it like a rainforest bottom or something like that, I would use some glass cleaning to get the glass completely clean and without any form of residue. But because there's a living creature that's gonna be in here, I'm keeping it to a minimum on the chemicals I use here to make sure there's no chemicals in this that could harm my little snake or me and my wife's snakes, because it was actually her idea to get the first snakes and she started the hobby. I'm just the one who keeps it on. And this is now that I've finished the project. It's not quite finished, but because I have to decorate some more with some fake plants, artificial plants, or whatever you call them, and some more branches in there. But this is where I've got to right now. I never, because I'm a beginner at keeping reptiles, I never make a bioactive enclosure, because if you don't do it right, they can smell quite bad or smell like wet soil or stuff like that. And that's not really what I'm after when I'm having my pet reptiles. And a cornsnake, what I've read and by my experience over the last half year with snakes, is that they actually thrive quite well in this kind of enclosure with this amount of leaves and soil and not too wet, and a very big water ball there. I'm gonna put a stone in the middle, so when he get into the water ball, he's gonna have something to hold on to, since he's still a small snake. Otherwise, this is kind of what I've done. I found a branch here on the beach here near Gilleleje in North Denmark, where, because it's been soaked in salt water for so long, it's completely dried out and there's no fluids from the tree in it left in it. And the substrate here is just the cheapest I found at the store. And I was kind of nervous going into that substrate, because I used to have some higher end quality, but it turns out it's just as good as the high-end quality and soak up the fluid from the snakes and doesn't smell or anything. So it's kind of a good substrate compared to some of the more expensive ones. But it does, but by the light colors there, I don't think it looks as good as the more expensive substrates. But anyway, time to get the snake. And now it's time to introduce him to his new home. He is the newest snake we've got, so he is a little bit more jumpy than our other snakes. But he's still lovable. He's the only snake that's actually bitten any of us, but he's still a little cute one. Now let's see how he reacts to his new terrarium. Or his new home. A little bit curious, but he actually doesn't seem to just dart over to a corner and hide or anything. Which is kind of nice because this terrarium probably smells a little bit of python, or yeah, that's what the guy I bought the terrarium from was breeding. So anyway, he seems kind of just relaxed and curious. Hope you enjoy the videos, and thank you for watching.